Forms allow you to easily collect information from users. Forms help you keep track of how a contact interacts with your business. Once a user fills out one of your forms, you'll be able to know when they visit one of your web pages, open or clicks an email, or when they've checked out a product you're selling, for example. Forms allow you to put contacts into life cycle stages, allowing for specialized experiences depending on the stage they're in. In this lesson, you will learn how to create a form and how to collect information from users using forms. To begin, press the Create button. We'll enter the name for our form and the title. Usually they are the same. Next, we see the option to add info to a contact's background information. The allows you to add tagging information to contacts that fill out your form. We can skip this for now. Next, we have Life Cycle Stage. This allows you to set the life cycle stage of contacts that fill out your form. Users who fill out this form will be in our prospects list. Next, you'll see options to customize your form, like the button text and other style options. Finally, we have the option to add a redirect URL. This is the page that users will be redirected to after they fill out your form. There are many other form completion options, but we'll just redirect to an internal page. Now we can click Create Form. Your form is now created. You can now add your form fields. All forms automatically have two default fields added: email, which is visible to the contact, and anonymous user ID, which is hidden and is used to keep track of your contacts. You can add more fields by clicking the Form Fields button. As you can see, you can either add a predefined field or create a custom field. Let's add a predefined field. We'll add first name, which will be a text field. The label is what the user sees, and the name is what you will see. You can also add a default value, which will be automatically filled in when the user sees the form. You can also make the field required, which means the user will have to fill it in before they can submit the form. Next, let's preview the form. Click the Preview Form tab. Now click the drop-down arrow button. As you can see, a sample contact has been added to your form. Now let's see what it will look like as a contact filling out the form by clicking the Add button. This looks good, so we can now add this form to a web page. We'll make a simple web page and embed our newly created form into it. Now we can view our web page and see our form in action. If we fill out the form, we can now see that it works as expected. We get redirected to the page we selected earlier in the creation process. And if we now go to our contacts, we can see that the contact has been added. In the source section, we can see that the contact's source is the web page that contains the form. Now let's see the contact tracking in action. If we look at the web page that contained the form and then click on the Statistics tab, we'll see that the visitor shows up as anonymous. This is because when we visited that page, we hadn't filled out the form yet. But now if we go to the page the form redirected us to, we'll see the visitor listed as the person who filled out the form. Now, anytime that contact interacts with any of our pages, we'll know that they did and when they did. This will allow us to better understand our contacts and how they interact with our website. It will also allow us to better target our contacts with the content that they are interested in.